The death of I can't. I can't is the most dangerous lie that you have ever told yourself. It's the invisible chain that you drag around day after day, pretending it's your truth. You say things like, I can't make calls today. I can't hit that income goal. I can't lead a team. I can't change. So let me tell you the truth. I can't. I can't is a decision you make. It's not a reality. It's you choosing your comfort zone over your calling. It's you negotiating with your potential. Because you're afraid of the pain of progress. But here's what I know. You are already paying the price. You're paying the price of regret. You're paying the price of stagnation. You're paying the price of watching other people pass you by. And that moment that you say no more, that's the moment I can't dies. Let me tell you what I can really means. I can means I'm no longer a prisoner of my past. I'm no longer stuck in the stories that say I'm not enough. I'm no longer waiting for the permission to be great. I can means ownership. It means radical, unapologetic, inconvenient responsibility for your life. Ownership is the gateway to power. You don't wait for the market. You don't wait for your manager. You don't wait for the leads. You create. You initiate. You drive. That's what leaders do. I can is not a slogan. It's a daily discipline. It's the decision to act even when you don't feel like it. It's the decision to show up after the emotion is gone. Because I can is not about hype. It's about a habit. There's a cost to being great. So let's be real here. You can say I can, but are you ready to pay the price? Because you don't get I can without I will. There's a cost to this game. You will sacrifice comfort. You will face rejection. You will lose people who don't understand your growth. You will have nights where you question everything. But listen to me. Hear me. You will never, ever regret betting on yourself. You will never regret showing up when it was easier to just hide. You will never regret becoming that person who you were born to be. Discomfort is temporary, but discipline is forever. Here's the identity shift. You can't say I can and still live like I can't. That means your identity has to shift. You want to be a top producer? Act like one. You want to be a leader? Speak like one. You want to make six figures, then show up like someone who does. You don't become successful and then believe it. You believe it and here, and then you become successful. You want the win, but do you want the work? I can becomes a real moment. And it becomes the moment you start to Time block your life with precision. Make the 30 calls you've been avoiding. Film that video that scares the hell out of you. Knock on the door when nobody's watching. That's the shift. It's not magic, it's movement. There's a legacy to I can. Let me ask you a question here. What if your children are watching how you show up right now? What if your future self is begging you not to quit this time? What would change if you realized you're someone's permission slip? You are someone's proof that I can is real. This isn't about ego. This is about impact. You don't just build a business, you build a legacy of belief. When people look at your life, they should say, because they believe I can, now I know I can too. So here's the decision. I'm going to end with this today. Every day, every single day, you are faced with two voices. One of them says you're not enough. One of them says you're too late. One of them says, I can't. The other, the other is whispering, you're built for more. You were born ready. You can do this. And that voice, that second voice, that's the real you. Today is not just another day. Today is your line in the sand. Right now, in this moment, you decide. Do you want to survive? Or do you want to rise? So I want you to say it with me. I can. Say it again. I can. Now go out there. Show the world what's happening when belief meets execution, because I can is just the beginning. I did is your legacy. Peace.